Hey guys, what's up? Lately I've been thinking that I haven't done a cute witch look in a really long time, so I decided to do a Yule witch. I've already gone and done my face and eyebrows to speed up the process a little bit, because that's not the focus of this video, and I always do my skin the exact same way, so if you've seen it in my other videos, you'll know how I do it. And I wish that I was releasing this video on the day that I'm filming it, actually. I'm filming it on December 21st. It is the winter solstice today, which means it's the longest night of the year. And I wish I was releasing it today, but I'm not. I'm filming it today, so that's something. And I'm still a little bit sick, so if I sound a little bit funny or I'm a little bit sniffly, that's why. And just a little side note before I begin, I know I've been doing warm looks a lot lately. I just did a red look last week, but I'm doing another one today, and you can't stop me, so. I don't really have this look planned out all that much. I just know the color scheme I'm going for, and I'm also going to base it on the first witch look I did, which was my Jacqueline de Leon witch. If you haven't watched that, I'm going to link that up here. But yeah, I think I'm just going to jump straight into it. I've powdered this region of my face because I'm going to be bringing the eyeshadow down, as always. And I think I'm going to start off with the Saucebox Cosmetics Art Nouveau palette. I've actually never used this palette before. I've had it for a really long time, and I've just never used it. It's an all shimmery palette. I've swatched it, as you can see. But today I'm going to be working with this red right there. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up on a big fluffy brush. This is the Moda Eye Contour brush. And I'm going to apply it to my outer corner, blending it outwards. I'm also going to a party tonight, so I figured I would do a pretty festive look. It is a Christmas party. I'm also taking that under my eye, concentrating it on the outer corner. I kind of really wanted to use my Pat McGrath palette today again, but I'm holding back. I will, however, use it again, I think, for a New Year's Eve look that is coming up this week. I really like that color. It's got a really nice depth to it, and it's got a slight sheen. It kind of reminds me of the Pat McGrath shadow that I used in my look last week. If you haven't watched that, link up here. I did a sort of red look when I was first playing with the palette, and this kind of reminds me of that. You can see the sheen is quite kind of similar. Not quite the same. I think this one might be a touch darker. The great thing about looks like this is that you can knock them out pretty quickly since you're using mainly one color and then just blending it out. The only thing is you have to take your time to blend the shadow out to get a really nice fade. Now I'm going to take that color on a slightly smaller fluffy brush. This is the Moda Crease brush from one of their mythical collections. And I'm just going to pack that onto my outer corner. Just concentrating the color in that area, but making sure to blend it out real well. Also bring it under my eye, close to the bottom lash line. Like that. I really like this color. It's pretty. Typically do these looks with matte eyeshadows, but I don't know, I think the sheen on this is really pretty and it gives it like a special something. Kind of just using whatever's left on the brush and blending it further onto my cheeks. And I might bring it down a little bit more. I'm picking up a tiny bit more and just blending it on my cheekbone, bringing it down. I'm torn if I should use this color on my nose as well because of the shimmer, or if I should use like a matte shade for my nose. I don't know. Maybe I'll start with this color and see how it goes. Applying it to the bottom, and I'm kind of just gonna contour with it around the tip of my nose. You can use a smaller brush to have more precision, and I am going to do the little button nose trick where you draw a line down the bridge of your nose and it just kind of makes it look like you have a little button nose. Take that color as well up the bridge of the nose and onto this part as well. For this look, I really wanted to make sure that my nose was red because Yule and winter and all that, you know, when you're outside in the winter, your nose usually gets pretty red. So that's what this is about. Just intensifying it under my nose. It's where I want most of the color to be, and around it too. Here on the bridge, it's just kind of like a hint of red. I think I am going to go in with a bit of a matte shadow on my nose, and this is from Colourpop. I made this little palette at Gen Beauty. This is Stay Golden. Why is it called Stay Golden if it's red? I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. But I'm going to take that. Ooh, that is way more pigmented than I thought. Wow, okay. That darkened up my nose real good. Just going to use that to contour a tiny bit more. Whoa. Whoa. It's way more pigmented than I intended it to be. Or that I thought it would be. That's alright. Just gotta blend it out. Also blending out the sides of my nose because I don't want it to be like a harsh line. And I think I'm also gonna take that and do my little mouth thing, which is applying the shadow in the corners of my lips. I've actually got some of the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask on, which will get in the way of me doing that, so I'm just gonna blot it off. And we should be good to go. I think for this, though, I will use the Saucebox shadow. I don't mind if there's a slight sheen to it. This might come out looking like I have a cold, but I don't really mind. That is very fitting for winter, so... And I should also probably put some on my chin. I am now realizing my chin needs to be rosy too. Now for my lids, I think I'm going to use this color from Colourpop. I believe it's called Come and Get It. And I think I'm going to pack it on with a brush. Let's see how it works with a brush. This is kind of gold, but it's got a reddish pinkish shift to it. So I think that'll work really nicely on the lid. Quite like that. Kind of want to add it a tiny bit to the bridge of my nose and then just blending it out with my finger. Gonna add some to my Cupid's bow, maybe to the tip of my nose, just the slightest touch. For highlighter, I'm going to go in with the Ofra highlighter in the color Bali because it's got that same sort of gold pink shift to it that this shadow has, but it's a little bit lighter. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to use it as an inner corner highlight. Ooh, it is bright. Haven't used this highlighter in a minute, but I do quite like it. God, that's shiny. Cool. And then I'm also taking it on a fluffy brush and applying it to the bridge of my nose, right in between my eyes, on the tip of my nose, on my chin a little bit, and then on my cheekbones, but not too much. I don't want to go crazy with a highlighter. I just want the skin to have a little bit of glow. I think I'm also going to take it onto my brow bone. I think I'm going to intensify the nose contour a little bit with the matte shadow, or rather just defining it a little bit more. Whoa, that's like a harsh line, so making sure I blend this out real well. And I kind of want to add more red to the cheeks, so I'm just going to take that, kind of apply it over my highlighter. Look like a little ball of red. And I am here for it. Should probably add some to my temples, just so that this part isn't like super bare, you know what I mean? I'm just lightly adding that to my temples. For the lips, oh, I just remembered what I wanted to use. I totally forgot. Good thing I remembered. I was going to maybe use this on my cheeks as well, but now I'll just use it on the lips. This is the Rituel de Fille Inner Glow Cream Pigment in the color Frenzy, and it is this gorgeous dark red, but it's got some like gold running through it, and I think I want to do a pretty blurry lip today. I don't know, I just kind of feel that vibe a little bit. When I first thought of doing this look, I thought about using this on my cheeks as well, but I think I'm just gonna stick to my lips. I'm gonna apply it with a little brush. I'm gonna concentrate it in the center of my lips. Should maybe zoom you in for this. Yeah. These Rituel de Fille creams blend out so beautifully. They have really good staying power too, which I love. The way I like doing my lips is I like accentuating the outer corners and overlining them a bit because it really makes your lips look extra kind of pouty. And then overlining the Cupid bow area. And this isn't necessarily a lipstick, it's kind of an all-over cream, so you're free to use it wherever on the face. You can use it on the eyes, on the lips, on the cheeks. Taking that and blurring it under my lips as well. Kind of like how really soft this looks. But I think I want to define the Cupid's bow a little bit, so I'm going to go in with the NYX Liquid Suede in the color Cherry Skies. I'm going to take that on my little brush as well. I'm just going to use that to kind of really define the Cupid's bow shape and these outer corners. And I'm just going to blend it out a bit. I'm also taking this color and darkening my outer corners a little bit. That looks cute. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and finish off the eyes. I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner, and I'm going to do a nice little wing. I'm not going to talk while I do this, otherwise I'm going to mess up. I really, really like this liner. I typically don't like felt tip liners, but this one, the formula seems to be a little bit more liquid, so I don't have issues using it, and it's just a really, really nice liner. Okay, I really like that line. I might bring it down to my bottom lash line. Just a little bit, like halfway. It's because I think that looks a little bit more polished, at least on my eyes. This is totally optional. Some eyes, it looks better if you just leave the top line. Mine, I tend to prefer joining it with the bottom. And if you've never brought your line down to the bottom, maybe try it once and see what you think. You might be pleasantly surprised. Today, I'm going to try for the first time the Milk Makeup Longwear Gel Eyeliners. I'm going to use the black one to tightline the top. And I'm going to use the color BCC, which is the nude, on my waterline. So I think I'm going to start with the black one. I heard that these are really good, but I haven't tried them out yet. Ooh, that seems really black. I normally hate tightlining my top lash line because I think the feeling is just the worst in the world. But a pencil like this that's twist up, I think is easier because it's a little bit smaller so you can fit it there easily. I honestly still hate tightlining my eyes, but this type of pencil makes it a lot easier. And this seems to be hella pigmented. Like, that shit's black. I'm gonna look up so you can look at it. That shit's black. This pencil makes it a lot easier to tightline, actually. Maybe I'll start doing it more often. I'm gonna wait for the black one to set because it is transferring the tiniest bit onto my bottom lash line. So I'm gonna wait for it to set so I can clean this up and then go in with the nude. Okay, so I've let that sit a little bit. Make sure there's no black residue on my waterline. And then I'm gonna go in with the color BCC. It's just a nude. Ooh, she pigmented too. It's kind of nice. I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Caution Mascara, mainly because I really like this mascara on my bottom lash line. It really makes my lashes look like doll lashes. So I really, really like it when I'm doing looks like this and I want to have an exaggerated lash. This is a really, really dark, really black mascara. And I also like to wear this when I'm going to be wearing a look for a really long time because it doesn't flake at all. So it doesn't make my eyes hurt or get really sensitive because my eyes do tend to hurt if there's mascara fallout. So since I'm going to be wearing this look possibly until very late, I don't want to risk upsetting my eyes. Look at the difference. Black Moon Cosmetics sent me some of their lashes, and I'm going to be using the style Cancer. They're all based on the astrological signs, and they sent me most of them except for Aquarius, which is my sign. So I'm kind of a little bit sad, but it's fine. Cancer looks beautiful, and I haven't worn these yet, so I'm really excited to try these out. Okay, so I've got the lashes on. The glue's still drying a little bit, but I think they look super pretty. They're just so like, I don't know. I really, really like them. And I think this is the look done, so I'm going to go pop on my wig, my hat, my accessories, and I'll be back to show you the finished look. And this is the finished look. I think it turned out really, really cute. I could see myself rocking this on Christmas. I thought some gray hair would be appropriate. I don't know, it just seems pretty wintry to me. And then I really wanted to put like some holly on my hat, but I didn't have any. So the only thing I had was this garland. Then I put some little bows on it, and that's pretty much it. I know that this might seem silly, but I just kind of wanted to give it that sort of foresty look. So yeah, that's it for today. Let me know what you thought of this look in the comments down below. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!